Hi there. Clearly I'm still not better. So I thought I would document this journey we're going through since our channel is called the Dharma Journey. So it's basically just documenting the journey of life we are living. So just an update. So I have been sick for a week now with some kind of viral laryngitis. I've had a couple of colds, but this one really knocked my voice out. So I went like 2 days with literally no voice. I was whispering, and if you are a parent, you will know how hard it is to lose your voice and to have to whisper, especially when you got 5 kids and you need that whisper to go louder than everyone else. Anyway, I'm pretty thankful that I can actually talk now. Sound very husky, but I can talk. So basically, that's my journey. Then the kids, the two older kids, Esmond and Eloise, came home from camp. So Eloise came home from camp on Wednesday last week and Esmond on Thursday. So Eloise was fine when I picked her up. She was fine on Thursday and went to school. And then on Friday, she woke up with a fever and just general lethargy. And we kept her home from school. We did a rat test because that's what we always do when the kids have symptoms. And to our surprise, it was positive. I don't know if I was relieved or not because we have not had COVID. Thankfully, we have somehow managed to avoid it these past 2.5, almost 3 years. We live in Melbourne, so the last 2 winters we had pretty strict lockdowns. So I think that kind of helped with avoiding it. And also I was on maternity leave. We were all basically home a lot over the past 2 years. So I think that probably helped in us avoiding it. But anyway, so Eloise tested positive, which I assumed was from camp because the school reported 2 positive cases from camp, and she was in a cabin with 10 other girls. So anyways, so we finally got COVID. Well, she got COVID from what we call a mini school outbreak, camp outbreak. So she had her first symptoms with the fever on Friday and her rat test was negative. But we kept her home anyway. And she just stayed in her room and rested. And then on Saturday, we tested her again and it was positive. So that's what happened. She turned positive a day after she had symptoms. So she's much better now. It's been a couple of days. She's still staying in her room just to isolate. But yes, much better. And she didn't have it too bad. I guess she had like the 2 days with a fever and just in bed and not really much of an appetite. So Esmond came home on Thursday. Friday afternoon, he started coughing and just started to sort of rest on the couch like he was really tired. We rat tested him and it was negative. And then on Saturday, he was a bit worse. No fever still, but just a really chesty cough and sore throat. So we told him to stay in his room. We tested him on Saturday. And there was a really faint light. And then on Sunday, he had a low grade fever. And then he tested positive on the Sunday. So basically what seems to be the trend is that they have symptoms first and then test positive sort of the next day. And then yesterday, which is Sunday, Evan was a little bit crankier than normal. He's not really a cranky baby, but didn't really think anything of it. So this morning he wakes up with a fever and just tiredness. Yeah, tested him right away. And again, it's a really faint line. So that I'm going to just take that as a positive. Basically, yeah, so we've got Eloise, who was positive Saturday, Esmond Sunday, Evan Monday. So I just feel like it's going to go through all of us. that is where we're at. We're on Monday. I have gotten antibiotics for this. The doctors called it a throat infection. So I'm really trying to just clear that up, resting a lot. So I'm here in bed. Mahesh is also asymptomatic. He's gone to work, so that was really hard for me today, to be on my own with the kids and not feel 100%. But they've all been really good, and understanding that, you know, mummy's not well too, mummy needs to rest. So I'm basically just doing the bare minimum of, you know, feeding them, making sure they're drinking, and really just neglecting the house a lot. That can wait. As much as I don't like walking around seeing my house in a mess, it will just have to wait. Hi, so if you've been watching so far, you know that I'm documenting our COVID journey this week. So today is Tuesday. So we had our first positive on Saturday. And also, which I didn't update you yesterday, is Mahesh is also now positive. So he took a PCR test, not a rat test, because he works in a healthcare setting. So that was the requirement for him to be able to still go to work. So he took that PCR and the result came back positive, which surprised him because he had no symptoms. But today he's starting to feel a little bit not so great. On the grand scheme of things, not too bad. I'm still testing negative on a rat test. Whatever I have is not COVID yet. Recovering from what I caught over a week ago now. Taking antibiotics for that, so I'm hoping that sort of kicks in soonish. This morning, Eloise is now testing negative, so that's great. So we've set her shooting up out of her room. Ebony, Esmond are now in their rooms, and Evan, we're trying our very best to keep him in his room, but it is tricky with a 2.5-year-old. So sometimes I go in there and give him some cuddles, all masked up. So yeah, the only other person is Eddie, who is still testing negative. He does have a little bit of cough, I noticed today, but he is fine. So I've been very fortunate to have grandmas come and drop food off for us, so I haven't had to cook dinner. It's still Tuesday, although I'm starting to lose track of what day it is since we've been here in ISO for a few days now. It's so funny because I feel like since I've started this YouTube channel, I've been on and off sick, so please don't think I'm always sick. It's just I happened to start it in the middle of winter, basically post all the lockdowns, so there's been a lot of mixing in Melbourne and a lot of spreading of germs, and henceforth why I have been constantly getting bugs. The immune system has not been used to this for 2 years, and it's just catching everything that's out there, basically. So yes, I have been constantly sick for the past month on and off, and I really hope I've been exposed to just about every virus out there now, that this will be my last battle. But yeah, there's a whole other month of winter, so I'm not sure we'll get through it all. Just gotta stay positive. Anyway, hope you're enjoying this vlog so far. Comment down below. You can tell us your experiences if you like, or how you kind of got through it. Yeah, so that's today's update. I'll touch base tomorrow.
Hiya. Hiya. Hiya.
Okay, so I'm coming to you on
Wednesday.
Thanks,
Wednesday.
It's been over here. So Wednesday is the day that yours truly has tested positive for COVID. And so is Eddie, actually.
Hi.
So we have all. Oh.
Say hi. Hi. Hi.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh my goodness.
Sit down.
So we've all now tested positive, and I feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel now, and we're all just out of ISO at home, like out of our bedrooms, because no point now, because we're all had it, but we're still staying home, of course.
Good.
Anywho, so Miss Eloise here is feeling much better, as you can see, and so is Evan. They are basically bounced back and full of energy again. Esmond is pretty much almost there, a little bit still sniffly, but you're back to your regular self, out and about cleaning the house as he loves to do. So the house is much neater, I'm guessing, because I've been in bed, because this is probably the day that I feel the worst. But I've got all of these kitties.
To give you company.
Yes, to keep me company, huh? I have spent most of today in bed, lots of muscle aches. Today, no fever, so that's good. But yeah, just today's the day that I actually feel like I want to stay in bed, whereas other days I felt like I could get out even though I wasn't feeling great. But today I just wanted to stay in bed. So thankfully I've got some big kids who are feeling better, and even a little kid who
he helped me make the tea for you.
Yeah, so now it's their turn to play nurse and to help mum and dad, because Mahesh is also not feeling too great today. I've been good today. It's just right now they all want mummy's attention, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the update for Wednesday. Eddie is probably feeling a bit like me. He has a fever, so he is in bed resting. And Ebony is also still having a fever, so hence why she's not here. She's also resting. Good morning. So today is Thursday, yes. So today's update is that I am feeling better and it's a bit sunny in this room. Better and well enough to get out of bed and sort of do things around the house and some things that I normally do, like fruit platters and all of that jazz. I've done some washing, so it's nice to sort of slowly get back to doing things and getting on top of the household. I do sound a lot more congested, and I am a lot more congested today, but I feel like I've reached that peak and I'm on the decline of this, but only time will tell, I suppose. Esmond, how are you feeling today?
Good.
Mahesh is probably a little bit worse for wear today. Maybe he's at the peak of his infection. So he tested positive on a PCR, and that was before he even was displaying symptoms, while the rest of us tested positive using rat tests, which seems to pick it up sort of a day after symptoms. So it's sort of a real lag in the difference between a PCR and a rat test, well, in our household at least. So he's resting in bed. Eloise and Ebony and Eddie are playing. They're all pretty much better. So yeah, Eddie just spent the day in bed yesterday with a fever and literally bounced back in the evening, and now he's like fine. So he probably had the best, really. He had he had a day of sort of coughing and then a day of a fever in bed, and then he's fine. If only we could all go through it that way, hey? Anyways, we'll touch base. Hello, today is Friday, so it's officially 1 week since our first COVID positive test result. So we escaped it for 2.5 years. We have never had COVID, and it finally caught up with us. So I hope you have enjoyed watching the journey we went through, or a small snippet of it, obviously. We've come to the end of this journey. All of the kids are pretty much better. We officially come out of isolation. Well, I do, and I'm the very last one. 5 days time, so there's a bit more time for us to be at home. All in all, I think we have done pretty well. So very, very thankful that it hasn't been too bad for any of us, like a bad cold or flu, probably more so for us, but of course that's not the same for everyone. So this has been our journey. Hasn't been fun. I'm still congested and still not 100% better, so I'm looking forward to the day when I feel healthy 100% again, and can get back to routine and not feel the need to sit and rest so much at the moment. But I'll end this vlog now. because I feel like we've pretty much come to sort of the end of the peak of this COVID journey, so it's just about getting better now. Anywho, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching our COVID journey on the Dharma journey. Take it easy, guys. Bye.
Hand gel.
What?
Hand gel.
You want some hand gel?